Hey, everybody. How are y'all, family? Well, you know how it is. We sit. Hey, Nightmare, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Oh, you having a good night, bro? I saw everybody else has all done their lives, so. Hey, Shelly, how you doing? Hey, Uncle Al, how you doing? Y'all having a good night, everybody? All right, since we got people in here, I'm gonna do the opening. Let y'all all say hi to everybody. Let's do it. All right. Hey, Sneaky, how you doing, sis? Yeah, I just got the notification that you did today. so, so Nightmare's got his Mickey D run. Shelly's here. Uncle Al's here. Nightmare is here. So, anyways, so survival Sunday. What? Here's the thing. What is survival? What is prepping? What is homesteading? What is the true purpose behind it? Is it really just skills, knowledge, gear to help us see another day? What is the mindset to help you survive afterwards? Because if, like, one of my somebody on Twitter and everything did a good question. He said, what if you wake up in the morning and you are the last person on earth? What would you do? You know, that's a good mindset. Oh, thank you, Sneaky. Yeah. But even though with all those mindsets, Uncle Al, like that, it's You also have to have the willpower. You also have to have the mental fortitude to be able to. Would you, Nightmare? Said, "Ha! I lived." But just that mindset alone, because literally in an SHTF situation or a survival situation, you literally would, if something happened overnight while you were asleep, you would not know what happened until in the morning. Or some places, some rural areas, would not even know what was happening in major cities until maybe a week down the road. The whole idea of this is literally you are by yourself. No matter if you have a right, thank you, Sneaky. Oh, yeah, but even if you have a SHTF plan, you're supposed to meet up with all your little buddies in your little survival group. You're supposed to go to your bunker location or your cult idea location and hold out. Well, that's all good in a pre planned idea. But to tell you the truth, when it really happens, there is, hey Cassie, how you doing? I always said, I answered that question. I said, if I woke up and I was the last person on the face of the earth, I would just smile and go back to sleep because there's nothing that you could do to change anything. So there's no point in worrying about what's going to happen. But but in reality, everything looks good on paper. All these mindsets, all these ideas, this planning, it looks good on paper. But in reality, you may have 5 or 6 people in your group. But depending on where they live, where their locations are, and say everybody sleeps at night during a perfect situation, like right now, a lot of people are asleep. If something happened at the cover of night and you wake up, there's no way of contacting these people. There's no way of making sure that they're okay. You don't even know if there's a way or a how to get to your AKA bunker location or your citadel or your castle, whatever the hell you want to call it. So, in reality, in SHTF, always realize you will be by yourself unless you are A, living with other people, or B, living with other people. Because making plans with other people in different areas or different parts of town or anything is not the way to plan. Because you don't know if somebody on the west side of town or somebody on the east side of town or somebody is on the west side of town or whatever. even if you live 50 miles away from each other, there is going to be things that's going to happen in certain parts of the area that will take out some people from your group, especially if there's no way of getting in contact. If an EMP wave happens or a solar flare from the sun comes and destroys all your wonderful high-tech walkie-talkies and your abilities to talk to each other, and with everybody that has new age cars and everything, if an EMP wave happens, you ain't driving out to that bunker location. You're going to have to put on your that song, "These boots were made for walking." You're going to have to put your boots on and strap it up, and you're going to have to go, and you're going to have to walk. So, that idea is a no-go, is a burn plan. What do you do if you haven't prepared your house? What do you do if... Sorry, I'm at the gas station where I always go. Y'all are good. Y'all are good. Y'all have a good one. What's up, brother? What is nothing much. Just getting off or you on break time? Oh, I'm on break right now. About to head back in. Who?
Mahano, they're gonna arrest you.
What's
Mahano,
up?
they're gonna arrest you. I want him to arrest you.
We got you. Hi. Just waving. But anyways, Spooky, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Anyways, so survival is literally what Uncle Al said. Survival is a game, and there is no fear. There hasn't been a increase of fear in a very, very long time. There is I gotta get my milk for my strawberry banana coconut coffee. Oh yeah. But the thing is, the idea of it is a good plan. I'm glad to hear that, Spooky brother. I'm glad to hear you're doing great. But everything's a good plan. Everything is a good idea on paper. Don't get me wrong. That's how we plan. That's how we make shit. Right. Tell her I'm coming for her. All right, Muhammad, brother. You have a good one, bro. You too, man. Yes, sir. I'll see you tomorrow.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
I'll move. Uh, I'll be afraid that
Gotcha. Take care of yourself, brother. How you doing? Anyways, sorry. Hey, Sarah. How you doing, sis? Okay. Anyways, sorry about all that. Y'all know me. I gotta get my coffee. I gotta get my lifeblood. Yeah, I used to drink black coffee, but eh, milk milk does these bones some good. Anyways, the mindset. The mindset of survivability. Anybody and everybody can write down ideas. Anybody and everybody can discuss ideas. Just like what we do right now. Hey, sis. But the thing is, nobody, none of these name brand wannabe little YouTubers, these wannabe little hard asses, have ever once had a dire situation. None of, there's only been a handful of people to do survival situations on a real basis. And even then, even at that time, they are just portraying a situation. It is not a real life situation. Even people like Les Stroud, Bear Grylls, anybody like that, if push came to shove and if danger came their way, they had a group of people that would come to their rescue, pick them up, take them away to the next nearest hospital and save their life. Well, that throws those ideas out. That throws those mindsets out because you cannot trust that situation or those people because if they if they were in a real survival situation, there would be nobody coming out to get them. Just like any of us, there would not be any help coming to you. Right, right, Uncle Al. And all these people that write these books about survival, all these people that write these, yeah, survival is art. Just like bushcrafting, anything else. They have not had to be used in over 300 years. Bushcrafting hasn't had to be used since the late 1800s. Yep. So the reality of all this, and I want everybody in here to imagine the worst situation that you have ever experienced, your worst fear that you have ever experienced. And I'm talking about not just not having money to pay for bills or anything like that. I'm talking about real fear of not having food, not being able to be warm, not where there was a point where you would have to live in your car, and times that by 100. That is real survival. Even me talking about all this stuff and everything, I live in a first world country where I don't have to worry about anything except for medicine. But I did grow up poor. I grew up starving. I grew up eating out of trash bins because my family did not have enough money to have a dinner on the table every day. When you get to the points of actual mental instability, fear, not knowing what the next hour will bring, that is true survival. You may read it, you may watch documentaries about it, you may have a understanding of it, but you don't have any experience with it. That is two different things. Having an understanding of it and actually experiencing these situations. If you think you're just going to wake up in the morning and the world is going to be done for, and you reach for your phone, the first thing you do is reach for your phone and not reach for a gun or your pack, there's something wrong with you. All of this is good show. Yes, Sneaky. But see, even growing up like that, oh yeah, Uncle Al, yeah. And see, that's the thing. The only people that's really going to have these are really going to have these experiences are really the older generation. You know what I mean? It's going to be people in their ranges of 45 to 60 that has these kind of experiences, these life experiences. There's a quote that my college professor gave me when I was younger, and he said it out of his own mouth. It wasn't quoted by any political figure or anything. But in the last that there, how did he put it? He put it that we as a generation today in the last 200 years were born before we could explore this earth, and we were born too late to explore this earth, but we are born too early to explore the next planets. Oh yeah, my father's 80. and he can still outdo me, Uncle Al. That's a thing. There is some older generations that do not have the health to do this stuff, to teach, to help in an SHTF situation. But that's the same thing with any age group. There's always going to be a select few that has the abilities to be able to survive. But then there's going to be a mass majority of the people that are not going to be able to have the abilities to survive. Oh yeah, yeah, Uncle Al, yeah, that is that's something. But the thing is a lot of people use their disabilities as a hindrance to themselves. They don't look at their strengths. They always look at their weaknesses because that's how they were bred to think. That's how they were brought up to believe. But everybody has strengths. Everybody has weaknesses. Everybody does. There's not a single person in this day of age that does not have a health problem. So, in a world where we have been contaminating our blood, our bodies with chemicals and preservation of food and all this stuff, we have literally found a way to kill ourselves. Congratulations, you know. But in doing that, you have to acknowledge your weaknesses. Just sometimes, Sarah. No, you're good, sis. But everybody, you know, everybody has a problem. Mostly it is physical problems. It is some kind of sickness, high blood pressure, can't take salt. You you get constant migraines. You have arthritis. You know, even though those are small defects in your body, you have to realize it is a defect in a perfect society. In a end of the world scenario, those small defects get worse. They become hindrances after time with no medicine, no abilities to be able to correct it. Um, Say you have arthritis in your hands. Say it's hard for you. Say you have to take medicine for your arthritis. Okay? Just to bend your hands in the morning. Imagine if you do not have that medicine or that pills or whatever to help you, your hands are going to be able to be unusable in a time frame. You're not even going to be able to skin an animal or create fine tasks to make traps. You're not even going to be able to hold a blade. You are better off dead in that time period than to keep on living and suffer. I understand, Uncle Al. Yeah. And this is the stuff that uh yeah, spooky. Like like me. I smoke. I smoke a half a pack of cigarettes a day. You know, that hinders me greatly. But the thing is, something like smoking in an SHTF situation to the point where I won't be able to have unlimited cigarettes like I am. That would be the time where I will be by myself and I literally would not kill anybody to be able to quit. And I could help my body again. Oh, I do grow my own tobacco, D. I ain't complaining. I'm just giving an example. Oh, yeah, Spook. Yeah, bro. But the things are, this is the stuff that we do not discuss together as preppers, as a group. We do not acknowledge our own weaknesses. Everybody believes they are indestructible because we are in a perfect society. No, the thing is the drying, the harvesting, stuff like that. I can't grow more than a 10 by 10 square foot plot of tobacco for personal use in Texas. So by the time by the time I get everything, I've already smoked my current dried tobacco, but I I got tobacco plants growing right now that needs to be harvested next week, and I won't have to buy tobacco. I won't have to buy cigarettes. But it is so much easier buying cigarettes than it is processing, drying, doing everything that you need to process it. Oh yeah, I grow Cherokee Gold, D. That's what I grew up on. That's what I've always smoked. Yeah, the only bad thing is where I am in Texas, the drought and everything that we've been running through, they haven't been able to grow to their full size the last couple of grow cycles. Cigarettes that I smoke are Lucky Strikes. Spooky. That's that's the hardest hitting ones that are processed, that go to the same strength as Cherokee Gold does for me. That sounds good, Nightmare. Yeah, I need to figure it out. I need to figure it out, D. I need to figure out what's going on with the soil and everything that I have. Yes, sir, Spooky. Yes, sir. But the things are is we need to acknowledge the realistic side of all this. We need to look at it through real scenarios. Yeah, yeah, I hardly ever have time for it, D. I mean, I'll probably do it here when I get an off day next. I used to smoke flock. Hey, Carol, how you doing, sis? But the thing is in the end of the world, we have to realize the truth. We have to realize what truly is going on. What is really going to kill us? And it's the snowflake pansy society that we have created to make the world a quote unquote better place. Nobody in the last two generations that have been born know any skills on farming, agriculture, animal handling, breeding, because it hasn't needed to be used in so long. And in doing that, the world, oh yeah, yeah, Sarah, that's the thing. That's the thing. We are born to die. Every minute of the day, we are dying. But it's the ability to survive and overcome that continues us to go on this broken path of life. There is not a single person here. There's not a single person in this chat that wants to, if shit hit the fan tomorrow, do any of you want to turn over and give up and die? Or do you want to continue on living? Yeah, yeah, Carol. Carol. Yeah, That's what the government does. They want you to rely on them. The businesses want you to rely on them. It's They don't care about you. The government today is not the same government as it was during World War II, where the government literally wanted people to make gardens and be able to survive on their own. Hell yeah, D. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, Carol. We're already in a supply chain depression as it is. We are losing the battle to provide just basic oats and grains and peanuts and honey, basic stuff that we should have. We can't even keep up with the supply and demand to that. All of this, all of this is coming full circle. There's only a handful of us in the grand scheme of things that is literally going to make it after the ball drops. Because it's not the long term that you have to look at and plan for. You have to look at not only the long term, but the short term, the mid-term. You have to look at the fear that's going to happen with every human being in every square foot of the land or cities. Once they know that shit is not okay anymore, they are going to not go mental per se, but they are going to go into the zombie self, I am the only one that I care about stage. They are going to kill, rape, steal to get whatever they need. Everybody's going to be rushing to major grocery stores, major big box stores, stocking up on food, stocking up on everything else. And they are literally going to be killing each other to get as much food as they can to survive. And it's not going to just happen in big cities. It's going to happen in every city because the people that are in the big cities are going to freak out and come out to the smaller rural towns. Your smaller rural towns are already going to be fighting each other because nobody cares about each other. This is when you're going to see that humanity has no humanity in them, that they do not care about each other because there is no laws. There is nobody telling them they have to be good. Once that stops, it is a free for all. And after the first wave of all this happening, then it goes to the midterm. The people that are trying to survive from everybody else that are flocking together to be a group. Those groups are going to turn into marauders. Those marauders are going to take over the major cities. Because at this point, there is not going to be your local government, your local police, or your local military coming to protect you. They are going to worry about protecting their own family before you because they don't care about you. Yes, Carol, yes. Right, Sneaky. Yeah. Oh, yeah, D. Yeah. So, here's the thing. If shit hit the fan happened, the best option for you, if you do not live in a rural area away from the mass hysteria, you need to plan on getting out of there. Do not worry about collecting food. Do not worry about going into the mass hordes of people killing people. Take everything that you have, pack it into your vehicle if it's still running, if it's not a new model car or anything like that. Load it up with all the food, everything that you can get your hands on in your house. Load it up in your car, then go. Because in SHTF situation, you don't have to worry about if somebody owns this house or not. Because it's your life or their life. And you might as well have a gun on you. Because in an SHTF situation, all land is going to be free. All houses is going to be free. So make it yours. If you go into the valley between two mountains and you see a log cabin out in the woods, go in there, do the business, say a prayer afterwards, ask for forgiveness or whatever you need to do to make you feel human again. Get rid of the body and claim that land as your own. Because there is no humanity. There is no point in you being a good person anymore. And trust me, every single person in here has enough anger and hate and hurt in their body or their lifetime that they've had to shove down inside of them because we were told we have to. And in SHTF situation, that is the only time you're going to be able to release it and not feel bad about it. Yeah, right, sis. But people need to stop thinking that they need to be a good person. Because here's the thing, for every angel out there, you have 20 demons inside of you. We keep those demons on a leash for something like this. And don't tell me that you can't kill another human being, because that's a lie. If somebody, let's play role play, okay? You're all either sitting in your bed right now, or you're in your house laying on a couch, or you're doing something inside of your house, correct? If somebody comes to your door and kicks in your front door and tries to attack you or rob you or whatever, you are literally going to defend yourself and your house. Are you not? Because I really don't think any of you are going to sit there and take it and say, yeah, take whatever you want. That is not in our mindset. That is not in our DNA to just roll over and give to people. You are going to defend your house. Or there's a lot of parents out in this chat. If somebody kicks in your door and threatens your son or your daughter's life, or say that they're going to rape your child, or, whatever, are you going to allow that to happen? No, you won't. If you are a parent, you would not do that. You would put your life to protect your child. That's what a parent's role is. It's the same way with an SHTF situation. You you are meant to protect yourself and your family. And at this time, that's what you will do. If your significant other or your child is starving, you will do anything and everything to feed your child. Just like if you're starving, if you're literally starving, you will do that. You will do whatever you need to do to eat. I know. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Flock, sis. Everybody has the power to do that. And in an SHTF situation, there is no rules. You don't have to let anybody treat you bad ever again in an SHTF situation. It's people say the end of the world is a soul cleansing event. And it is a soul cleansing event because through your life we have been told to act, walk, talk a specific way. And if we do anything out of that algorithm, out of that way or that thought, we get punished for it. And it's only man's rules that keep us tamed. But in an SHTF situation, there is no longer man's rules. And everybody and anybody is now open game. Sis, do not know. Don't even do that. Don't think like that. There is a reason for everybody to be alive. See, that is literally a defense, D. I mean, that is something I was going to touch on later, but there's hundreds of poisonous things, and that's what's going to kill off another amount of people during the long-term events when basic people have ran out of their canned food and all these preserved foods that they have stolen from grocery stores or wherever. They are now going to be going to the wilderness. They are going to get the guns and the bullets that they stole, and they're going to go out in the wilderness and hunt. And with hunting comes foraging. And a lot of the people that is going to be out foraging with no idea whatsoever, that's how they're going to die. By eating the wrong things. Thank you, Spooky. Thank you. You are loved and you are family here, Sarah. You are always 100% welcomed here, Flock, no matter what. Spooky's everybody's family. Spooky's everybody's adopted brother. But the thing is, you have to realize that there is no humanity. As you can see, hey David, how you doing, brother? Yes, we are all family here. But you have to realize that humanity is a facade. Humanity, when we are born, we have no idea of humanity. We are taught humanity. We are taught right from wrong. We are literally trained to do the right thing. I'm glad, brother. I'm glad, David. But it's a mindset that humans have created humanity to make themselves easier to accept the bad that they do. And it's easier for somebody to ask for forgiveness for what they did than to ask to do something. Because when we're born, we don't know anything about right from wrong. When we are babies, what do babies do when they want you to know something or want you to do something for them? They get your attention. They cry. They manipulate people to do their biddings for them because they can't do it on their own. And it's the same way with humanity. A lot of people with quote unquote humanity. Hey, Jax, yeah. It's a form of emotional manipulation. And it's the same way that we do with brainwashing humans about humanity. We force you and beat it into your mind to feel bad about something that you do. Me and Spooky talked about this. Spooky, you remember what we were talking about on uh, Earth Day about how for generations people have made other people feel bad for toking, for smoking, and it created a mindset into people thinking that they are doing something bad that should not be done, even though it is naturally grown. It is a natural thing. You're not bad, Flock, sis. You're not. Trust me. Smokey will help you with that. Spooky will help you with that. Right, Spooky. Nobody before civilization thought it was bad to have anything. We didn't make others feel bad for what they did thousands of years ago. So that's why I say humanity is a facade. Being nice to each other, all this stuff. We get along with each other because we are the same, we're cut from the same cloth kind of thing. Birds of a feather flock together. It happens for everything. You don't have to be a good person to get along with anybody else in this room. All right, D brother, you take care. I mean, look at our past generations. It, you don't have, in this day of age, anybody and everybody can understand what you're typing. I can understand what you're typing. It's because people want to be dicks. So they can just fuck off. If they fuck with you, they fuck with me, Flock. But this channel, this chat room, there's not a single thing. If anybody hates or makes fun of anybody in here for any reason, you are completely disowned from me. All of you are my family. All of you are my brothers and sisters. That's why I do this stuff. Right. Because I want each one of you to be able to survive SHTF with me and come to my compound. We as a we as a united mindset need to rebuild the world in a open-minded way. We're the only ones that can literally bring the world back to being the way that it's supposed to be. We can't let SHTF happen and the government be reformed the way it is, because that's the mindset that we've had over the last thousands and thousands of years. If the world could open up its clouded mind, everything would be better. That's fine. That's fine 100%, Floxus. I got sunflower seeds. But here's the thing. Are you mentally prepared? Are you mentally prepared to take any risk possible to see the next day? That's okay, Flock. The thing is the mental aspect of survival, the mental aspect of an SHTF situation. Are you willing to do whatever is needed to survive? Are you able to be alone? Are you able to handle loneliness if need be? Because here's the thing, no matter how close you think you are with people, right? And that's one of the that's one of the draining points of survival, Flock, is hours turn into days, days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months in a blink of an eye. And if there's no way of telling time, if there's no way of keeping dates. Hey Oakham, how you doing? We as humans literally have created time. We created weekdays. We created months. We created years. There is no such thing as time in reality until we created it. So, in an SHTF situation, in our ancestors, even our ancestors, they didn't have a time system. They knew when the sun rose, they knew when the sun set, and they knew when night came. That's all that they needed. I'm glad to hear that, Oakham. Every concept that we know was created for what purpose? Yeah. I'm talking about people. I'm talking about loneliness of human interaction, flock. Because we are sheep. We are herd animals. Even though a lot of people say, right, Oakham, even though people say that they can be loners and everything. Hey KK, how you doing? Well, I'm just I'm just saying the realization of what everything's going on tonight, but KK. But humans, whether you admit it or not, we do need human interaction. Even though none of us are literally together right now, but we are interacting with each other. We are interacting with other humans. Go away, Firefly. Don't go in my ear. Wrong kind of flock. But the best description of humans literally is like a flock of sheep. We all strive together. We all huddle together. We all line up in a line and follow each other. We do it at every point. We line up in lines at fast food shops. We line up in lines to get our fresh cup of coffee in the morning. We get in a line at the banks. We line up at the grocery store. Right. And see, that's what I'm trying to say, Sneaky. It sucks. It wears on you. No human interaction. It can be done, but at what cost? Right. But everything that we do is a interaction with another human of some shape or form. Even though, like I said, we're not together. We are on different sides of the countries. We're on different sides of the world, different time periods. We we're in thousands of miles apart from each other, but we are literally having human interaction right this second, whether or not we can see each other or not. It's just like me, I'm waiting for the next line of text to pop up and to continue on. But That just goes to show you how dependent we are on human interaction in one way or shape or form. I mean, a perfect example is that Tom Hanks movie, Castaway. Freaking mosquito. Yeah, we all do, Oakham. We all are that way. We are all literally selfish at one point or another. It doesn't matter. That is human nature. Yes, yes, Sneaky. It Even though the perfect scenario is waking up alone, I mean, waking up in the morning and being the last person on earth, thousands of people would love that scenario. But the thing is that happiness will dissipate after a few months, maybe a few weeks, because they don't understand how much they rely just on a basic wave or a hello from another individual. It's it is a break from the monotonous grind. And with that, you know, just being at a coffee shop. Yeah, I'm outside. I'm outside, Sneaky. Yeah. I'm on my porch. So, sorry I look like crap. I've been at work all day and doing everything. Hey, it's all good, Oakham. I understand. I've always, me, myself, I've always been a lone wolf. I can get along with anybody, I can talk with anybody, but a majority of time I love my alone time. But the thing is, even somebody like me, I still want to be able to see somebody smile and wave. Just that acknowledgement, just another individual's acknowledgement makes my day better, you know? And in an SHTF situation, it's not going to be like that. Nah, nah, Flock. No, I'm just mad. I am just mad. You know, I don't claim to be anything. Hey, Night Stalker, how you doing? Right, David. Right. And that's how you're supposed to be. Humans are literally supposed to be a Swiss Army knife, to be able to adapt, overcome, and survive in any known situation. But that mindset is breaking on people. Yes, sir, Oakham. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm a lot more laid back than I used to be. I mean, trying to force information down somebody's throat and trying to get them to see your way, it doesn't happen. There's no point in trying, you know? Oh, that's wonderful, Night Stalker. You okay? Oh, yeah, Flock. Yeah, they are. I'm glad, Sneaky. I'm glad. Yep. Yeah, Oakham. But I try I try to let you in on everything that goes up in this rat wheel or mouse wheel mind of mine. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did, Stalker. Yeah, it's now I just say my mind. Uh, if people want to hear it, then they hear it. If they don't want to hear it, then they don't. My mind has so many scenarios, so many what if options that I literally drive myself crazy thinking about all this stuff. Um, Gotcha, Night Stalker. Yeah, yeah. They don't take too kindly to snooping around on the res. It's been that way for years and years. But you know this, Stalker. But so, uh, yeah, I used to live on the res too. I used to live on the Cherokee res until until I was a mutt and they didn't want me around anymore. Nice, Oakham. Nice, brother. Nice. And that's why you're all my brothers and sisters. Because we all have native blood in us. Eh, it happens, Stalker. It happens. Can't always be on guard all the time. You can't. Right, brother. All the way, brother. I wished I was. I'm only half. Oh, Fluxus, you you were a you were a good fetus. You can't help what you can't help what was in your DNA. You can't. It's not like you could change it. You're not a goddess. It's all good, Oakham. It's all good. Um, I wish it's good to hear that from another brother, Stalker, but it's kind of the thing of being being beat down. You know what I mean? By a lot of the other full bloods that were supposed to be my blood brothers. Don't worry, Flock. You're not the only mutt in this world, sis. Doesn't matter. That's what society has done with us. Society puts us in small boxes. I hope. Right, Stalker. Right. Don't, Flock, don't look down on yourself, sis. You are a lot smarter than what they made you believe. Hell, you're smarter than I am in a lot of ways. You see stuff that I can't. And that's what I want to go over. That's what I want to go over next time on this is everybody has a job to do in SHTF. You know what it means, Floxus. You're a lot smarter than me in a lot of ways. You make more sense than I ever could. Right, David? Yes. Yes, Stalker, we are. We are all blood. We are all the same. Right, Oakham. Right. There's a saying that life always finds a way. Life will always find a way to survive. And it's true. It will. It will always, always survive. Hey, Drop, how you doing, brother? Sounds good, Oakham. That sounds good. Reflections of each other. I like that. Oh, where is... Where did I put my... Give me a second. But here's the thing. In reality of everything, with the mindset of life will find a way, does that mean that we will have an SHTF situation? Because some way, somehow, whatever, we have always overcame an SHTF situation. So, with that being said, does that mean all the generations that have been prepping, that that could be true too, Drop? We could have ran out of all our options. Sis, I'm always going to be open with you. There's nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide. Yeah, I know, sis. I know. And I didn't mean to confuse you, sis. I didn't. It's just you're a lot smarter than you let on. I mean, not let on. You're a lot smarter than you give yourself credit. That's true too, stalker. Oh yeah, drop. I was just hoping, you know what I mean? I was just hoping that give me a second. Miss Star's coming. Well, my fries are burnt. Hold on. I'll be right back. Y'all chat with each other. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Hey, CR, how you doing, brother? Uh, yeah, I'll probably be turning this off here in a little bit. My food and everything's done, and I gotta work in the morning, so. But, anyways, yeah, buddy, I'll be in there in a minute. Hey, Gigi, how you doing? How you doing, sis? Oh yeah, Oakham. Yeah, yeah. And none of the stars are. A lot of the stars have already died, have faded out. A lot of the stars in Orion and a lot of the major constellations are gone. Flock, sis, you need to go to sleep. There you go, drop. Um, it in some cases depends on the situation and the mindset of the person. But in more cases, good does turn bad than bad turns good. And even that terminology, good and bad, that was made by man. It was it we we as people have primitive emotions. We have primitive mindsets. Working, brother. Uh, hey, Trine, how you doing? Yeah, it's been a while, Stalker. I, I'm always working. I'm always working. There you go, drop. Right, Oga, right. Yep, that is true, Flock. This, the mindset of the majority of humans, the majority of society, is, like I said, a facade. Yes, that is true, Flock. All of that does take effort. But To not have any of that takes no effort, you know? It is a lot easier to not have love, compassion, understanding than it is to gain love, compassion, and understanding. It's easier to it's easier to kill than to forgive. It's easier to rule than it is to follow. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, I remember it. Right, Oakham. Caring is a selfless sacrifice. But a lot of us, that's why that's why you see a lot of relationships. That's why you see a lot of family fall apart is because of self that selfless sacrifice. And that's how you know when you hurt somebody, you know, by not by taking away that one word, love. Love is a word. Love is a action, not an emotion. You don't need love to procreate. You don't need love to live with somebody. You don't need love to have a relationship with somebody. It's easily manipulated because right, Oakham, right. You hit it right on the head. It's the energy of the action that makes the difference. It's like, say you have a significant other, okay? You buy a ring, you get down on a knee and ask for the proposal of a long-term living agreement, and you take that ring back before any paperwork is signed or anything, aka marriage. Right, stalker. Right. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a it's an action because what is the one thing
If anybody's ever been in a relationship and the relationship has ended, what is the first thing that they tell you? I love you, but I'm not in love with you anymore. Right, CR? Right, Drop. Yeah, yeah, Oakham. And yeah, Stalker, it is sad. But the thing is, it is words. It is really, it's more of a lust than it is a love. Once the flame, it's just like a campfire. When you're not feeding the fire any longer, what happens to that roaring flame? It dies out. You can bring it back to life, but it takes time to bring it back to life. But once it's out. There's no rebuilding it. You have to start all over from scratch once again. That's true too, Tryon. That's true. Yes, you are. And it happens all the time. See, Drop, you know, there is true love. There is. But the majority of it is not true love. The same thing with humanity, compassion, hate, anger, stuff like that. It's all fleeting ideas. It's all fleeting actions. Yeah, stalker. Yeah. No, Floxus, don't. See, Drop, when I hear that from you, it's the exact same thing like my grandfather and grandmother, you know. After my grandfather passed, they were together for almost 62 years before my grandfather passed. And after my grandfather passed, my grandmother passed away 6 months later because of the loneliness, because she lost her other half. There's only a small percentages of people that I ever meet, that I ever truly studied in cultural anthropology and psychology that had that emotion, that kind of connection, like what you're showing drop. See, that's the stuff I like seeing trying. That's that's the bond that I love to see. That's like me and Miss Star. Oh, I understand, drop. Yeah. And congratulations. Yeah. But and those are the emotions. Those are the cases that shows me that you literally would have done anything to protect your other half. Same thing with you trying. That shows me that you would do anything in any situation to make sure your other half is protected in an SHTF situation. Y'all are the ones that would do anything, and I mean anything, to make it safe for your family. We love you too, sis. We love you too, flock. And that's why we're trying to tell you this. Yeah, Oakham. It is. It really is. It's that one connection. I'm always here, stalker brother. You take care, okay? I'll talk to you again, and I hope you get better soon, brother. You take care of yourself, okay? Oh yeah, drop. I understand, brother. I understand that you would. And that's the thing. That's those emotions right there from drop and trying, that will show you that in an SHTF situation, these are the people. These are the people that have a reason to survive. They have a reason to protect, and they don't have a reason to not put a bullet in your head because they are protecting something that is worth more than gold, silver, whatever. They have their other half that they will protect and die protecting. These are the people that you are going to go against in an SHTF situation. And I'll tell you one thing, If it's your lonely ass versus them and their family, you're dead. Don't say that, Flock. Stop talking like that. I want you around. Your brother wants you around. Yeah, Drop. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm alright, Gigi. How about you? I love you, Flock. I love you, sis. But the thing is three-fingered type is strong point. Oakham. I love you, sis. But in the SHTF situation, all the basic people are going to kill each other off. That's going to happen. Love you too, CR brother. Always. Boop. But the basic people, there may be a handful of those that are going to survive because they take themselves into consideration. They don't care about anything else but themselves. You have to worry about them, yes. But I always want you to know that, sis. But the ones that you truly, truly have to worry about, like I said, the ones that do have a significant other, the ones that will not care about sacrificing themselves to protect their family, to protect, like how Drop said, he will protect women, he will protect children. You have to watch out for these people because these people are in the same boat as you. They have a motivation that's going to keep them thriving and surviving every day. Right, Drop. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And you don't have to worry about some little 18-year-old punk or some little gangbanger. Fuck them. You have to worry about people that have nothing to lose. Right, Drop. That's what I was saying too, Because the majority of people are going to hesitate. Somebody like Drop, me, whatever, we will put somebody down without thinking. We don't care. Oh, oh, I know, Drop. There ain't there ain't nothing that tells me any different, brother. But these all this chat, everything from all these individuals is the stuff you will not read in a survival manual. This is real. The people that's talking in this chat are real. Thank you, Oakham. Thank you, brother. That's what I'm saying, sis. That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, Drop. Yeah. Yep. This stuff you're not going to get out of a book. You're not going to get out of a perfect scenario situation. I know you're not, Flock. I know you're not, sis. We just had to get you out of it. We had to ruffle your feathers. Because you won't learn anything about real people from scenarios. You won't learn anything about the human mindset from reading a book. You'll get an idea. You will be able to understand, but you won't know what another human being is ever thinking. I get you, sis. Yes. Yes, trying. It's supposed to get your mind thinking of the scenario. But then you have to take other accounts into it. Sorry. And there's so many other equations to every scenario. So many minute things. Sorry, I'm getting tired. My mind's not making words right now. Hey Carl, brother, how you doing? Right, trying. Yeah. Humans are the one chaos theory, the one chaos variable that you never know what's going to happen. Flock. when humans are thrown into any equation, the outcome is never the same. It's never the same situation. Oh, I'm doing all right, Carl, brother. I'm just, I'm just tired. I'm, I'm at my last bit of energy right now. But humans will always throw in the Schrodner box. You never know if the cat's alive, dead, or what. Same thing with the human mind. The human mind, you don't know what they're thinking, what they're going to plan. That's why you never, ever have a community in an SHTF situation of people that you do not know. Yeah, I've had food. I got food right now. I'm just tired, brother. I pulled an 18-hour shift today. Yeah, I pulled an 18-hour shift today, and I'm I'm at my wit's end. I'm I'm dead tired. Right, Oakham. Right. Yeah. Yeah, Flock. Hey, Gemma, how you doing? Yeah, Carl. This is my life, brother. Working long hours, working on this land, trying to. Oh, I'm doing okay, Gemma. I'm just tired, sis. Just tired. I'm drained, really. But trying to get this set up and everything for Miss Star to be able to survive after I'm dead. Because I've only got a 2-year supply of insulin if SHTF happens. And I'm not a biologist to be able to recreate insulin. Yeah, Flock. Yeah, that would help a lot of people. Oh, yeah, drop? Really? Hmm. But life, life is a never-ending question. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna get some. Yeah, Miss Star, Miss Star can handle herself. She will handle herself in an SHTF situation. she'll be able to outlive a lot of people. Oh, nice. Nice, Flock. Duh. But, you know, that's going to be my kryptonite in an SHTF situation. Is insulin. Without insulin, I'm dead. Plain and simple. And I will more likely off myself than try to push on without insulin. I'm sorry. What's your joke, Oakham? What's your joke? Well, good. I hope I am making you tired, Flock. Maybe you can sleep then. Hey, Chad, how you doing, brother? You want a bluebird flopped on your windowsill? Nah, I'm literally about to end this, Chad, brother. I'm about to pass out, man. I had an 18-hour shift. All right, Oakham. I wished I could, if the end of the world does drop, I won't ever be able to see 60. I mean, that's just a fact. Don't make you call Jamie. J- J- Jamie's out having too much fun in Vegas right now, Chad. Did you, brother? How was your trip, man? How'd you enjoy it? Did you have a good time, bro? Boop. Like said to tell your sister she said hi. I'm glad to hear that, Chad. I'm glad to hear that, brother. You parking your backhoe on top of it. I'm glad to hear that, Chad, brother. You gotta make a picture collage. Take care, CR, brother. Take care, brother. Well, I'm just saying, without my insulin, without my insulin drop, I won't live that long. You know, like because I'm insulin dependent. You know, I'm not a type 2, I'm a juvenile diabetic. So if shit hit the fan, I only have a 2-year supply of insulin that I can use. And nice, nice Oakham. I will always be with you, Chad. I will always be with you guys. Brother, how you doing? Oh, so Spooky was in here earlier, Chad. I think I put him to sleep already. You missed Spooky, and you missed Gemma. Um, you yelled in a 4-star hotel lobby. Yeah, I mean, there's sour melons, but I've never, I can't grow sour melons from Korea. They supposedly have a insulin type property in the fruit, but I don't know how it would react to me. Yeah, I'm 38. Yeah. See, I've heard that about kudzu also, but I don't know. I really don't know about kudzu because see, with the lack of insulin and everything, it starts to affect my body. It will eat away at my muscles. It With the high blood sugar and everything, it will start shutting down my organs. All right, Chad, brother. Thanks for stopping by. You get some sleep, man. Take care of yourself, brother. We'll talk later. Yeah. Take care, Oakham, brother. Thank you for stopping by. I will. Take care, brother. Get some sleep. All right, everybody. It is 2:30. It's been 2 hours and 30 minutes. My my energy is my energy's dead. But yeah. But y'all take care, family. I love y'all. And we'll do this again. Love you, sis. You take care. Alright. I love y'all, family. My brothers and sisters, I love y'all so much. Y'all take care. And always, always take care of yourselves, no matter what. Love y'all. Good night, fam. Bye.